right, everyone, I have a match for you today in my Italian P44 Pantera. It's a medium tank. It has got a pretty decent gun on it, and it is an auto loader. Now, if you watched my video about Italian auto loaders versus French auto loaders, you'll discover that this is not a big deal. This is not all it is cracked up to be, and there's been a lot of hype and a lot of venting of people on even on me that have these Italian auto loaders. So if you haven't seen that video, go back and take a look at it. Anyway, this is the tank that I had to grind up to get. Oops, wrong one. And go to the line, and I am at tier 8, and it will probably be the first one that I ground past tier 8 on any line. And if you go look at any of my other lines, I got to tier 8 and basically just stopped. Although I am ready to get the patent in the American medium lines, although I haven't gotten it yet. And the reason for that is when you get to tier 8, you start drawing matches with tier 10s. Now, tier 9s I can handle. A lot of the tier 10s, even with the really good gun on this, unless I get them from behind or very specific parts of their sides, I can't pen these. And the matches get a little ridiculous. And honestly, I have been drawing match after match after match after match with tier 10s in my P44 Pantera, but I just make the best of it and pick targets that I can pen, and then if there isn't anything else, I'll just do my best to harass the tier 10s to keep them busy until one of my teammates with a bigger gun can come along and help me out. So that's one of the things I hate about the matchmaking for World of Tanks, is it does seem a little unbalanced when you have 3 tiers in a match. And this got really discouraging even for me back in tier 6, back when I had my Easy 8. And they had actually nerfed the Easy 8 for a little while, and I couldn't pen anything. It was ridiculous. And I actually stopped playing World of Tanks for a little while and played War Thunder instead, and then they patched World of Tanks, and the Easy 8 became effective again. So anyway, that's the reason I don't go past I don't go past tier 8s. I probably will with the Italian line, just because I want to play the Standard B and eventually the Progetto 65, both of which I've seen in action, so I'm willing to put up with it for now. So anyway, the match I have for you today is in the Redshire map, and it is a lot of fun. Starts out slow, and then I just start wrecking face toward the end of the match. I'm not going to say any more, so let's get started. Alright, everybody, we're on the Redshire map, and I am in my Italian P44 Pantera. It is fully upgraded. This thing's pretty fast, I'm not going to lie. I love this tank. It is a spicy meatball. And if you're Italian, please forgive me for that. Anyway, I'm headed down the south side of the map here, up here in the corner where the Crash Blimp is, and having a good time just cruising along here. And everybody kind of bull rushes this corner, this part of the map right here. So I am going to be at least a little cautious, because I don't want to turn the corner and immediately run into the T26E5 or the T150 or something, or the OI. And I stick my nose around the corner. I don't see anything, but that doesn't always mean there's nobody there. And so I'm going to take another little peek, and I'm thinking, okay, all's good and clear. And I start backing up, start looking forward, and then I took a round from a TD that I did not even see, the WZ-120. Now, he's going to pay for that later, and I won't say no more. And then all of a sudden that T26E5 pops up, the M6 on my team moves forward. Actually, everybody moves forward. It gets pretty ugly. The only problem with these corners of the maps where everybody goes is it gets really crowded, as you can see here. So I back up into this little niche to get out of the way of the heavy. Start pulling forward again, and immediately run into an SU-100, who will not even let me back up to get out of his way. So and I start turning around the corner, and the Saint Emile is there. It's, big German TD. And I I see the OI and I took a shot at it, and St. Emile got it before I did. So right now that 26 E5 is kind of screwed. And everybody nails it before I do. Actually, it was the KB2 on our team that got him first. Now, I'm a little nervous about going past this point because I know that TD is still there. As a matter of fact, he just destroyed that M6. But I know he's there. Everybody's advancing forward. I want to be the one to get him, but then I spot this T-34-85. You can see the WT popped up. And he's looking the wrong way. Now, at the same time, I shoot that Progetto takes a shot on the enemy. And he is actually across the map, as I find out later. And he's going to pay for that, too. And I put a good round into that T-34, and I'm goofing around trying to find a soft spot. And he shoots me back and does a fair amount of damage. Fortunately, I had a repair kit. And so I got my reload. He takes another shot. He doesn't do any real damage. He damages my track. That's about it. And so now I'm wondering where the other tanks of my team are. And that ISM just got utterly obliterated. And there we go. There's artillery right on time. Right on time. Arte, hello, Arte. I know you've missed me. So anyway, yes, I'm insane. Don't worry about it. I was waiting for everybody to move forward, but everybody stalled because they're scared of this WZ. And I just decided I had enough of it. I'm not seeing anything else moving up on this side of the map, so I decided to take a peek. And I was going to go low and decided to go high instead because I didn't think he'd expect that. And as I rounded the hump, I was almost expecting to get shot right there, and I didn't. So I'm sort of hugging the terrain, and I'm not seeing it because TDs can hide really well. I am literally almost on top of him, and I got him in my first shot right in the track, so he can't turn to face me. And I was about to finish him, and one of my teammates got him. Matter of fact, it was that St. Emile again. Now there's already trying to take another shot at me, and he missed by a big shot, by a big margin, thankfully. One of the things I've learned in the game, if there's artillery, especially where you have 3 artillery, you need to move a lot. It kind of sucks if you get a nice, good spot to defend a point from, and you have to constantly move out of it because artillery's dropping rounds on you. And sometimes I think the artillery in this game, even though I'm told they've nerfed it, is still way, way too accurate. And it just seems ridiculous to me that I can get spotted by a light tank and then literally 2 seconds later it's raining artillery shells. It takes a lot longer to aim than that, so I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, and yes, I actually do know something about artillery. And a buddy of mine, a workmate, matter of fact, who specialized in artillery when he was in the Army. So I'm skirting the edges of the map here because I wasn't sure where everybody is. Now we actually have them at a disadvantage as far as numbers, but that doesn't always mean anything. I've seen matches like this turn around, like, you know. And there's that T-150 I was talking about earlier. He got popped, also by the St. Emile. And so I'm just sitting here on 1 kill, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get any more kills. This sucks. But I was expecting to find the artillery here, at least, and he's not here. This is where they usually hide. So I was concerned about where he might be, and the only other place he could be is in the castle itself, which is kind of a bold move for artillery because that's the other side of the map that everybody rushes. And you can see there's quite a battle here. I see this Tiger 1 and I back up. He was sitting on the cap. And actually got his track and broke it. And he immediately repaired and put a second shot into him and destroyed it. So he's down. Now that's the artillery. If he had popped out a little sooner, he would have been able to shotgun me. But he decided to run instead, thank goodness. Now I'm actually pretty badly damaged in this, so it wouldn't take much to destroy me. And there I see the Progetto too, so I'm going to stick my nose around the corner, and when I do, eventually here, I'm going to see that this artillery is on the other side of that wall. He can't see me, so I start moving around. The Progetto backs up right into my line of sight, and I snapshot him right in the turret and took him out. So that was revenge for him shooting me across the map earlier. Now there's the artillery. He's running away. I actually hit something, still managed to hit him and destroyed him. That's match right there, and I got 4 kills. It was a bit of a knuckle biter. Hey everyone, that was kind of an exciting match for me. For once I got to be top tier, which was nice, because for the rest of the night, that was probably my 10th game, I would guess, and I was bottom tier for all of them, and I was actually just about to quit and call it a night, and I got into that match, and I was like, oh, awesome. And so I went out and just wrecked some face. Of all the kills out of these, I'm going to say that the T-34 was the hardest because we actually exchanged shots. So I had to work him over pretty hard to finish him off. And there was this lore, that was the artillery that was giving everybody a hard time. And I was lucky to put a shot at him as he tried to run away around a corner. And then this Tiger II got a couple rounds into him as he was running up and down the hills by the capture point. And of course this Progetto, who I just barely nicked on the top and got him with one shot. I mean, I guess 238 points is more than a nick. I still feel like this should have been my kill because everybody was stalled at that one corner of the map because of him, and I just went around him. And I don't know if he was AFK or I don't know. He didn't react to me at all, so I just went around him, shot him in the butt, and was about to finish him off when one of my teammates took that kill. So I got the Hand of God, and that's for surviving and winning the battle, having received damage from at least 4 different vehicles, and I certainly did at that. I got my Fire for Effect, my Duelist, my Fighter, my Reaper, and Mastery Badge 3rd class. Feel like that should have been higher. Not sure why. But anyway, I got 1,752 points of damage, 31,965 silver, 1,274 experience points. So that was not too shabby. I was actually not top damage. I was top kills. This St. Emile actually took top damage, but that's not unusual. It's a TD, and they deal out a lot of damage. So I did pretty good. And I'm not unhappy with the results of that after repairs. 15,510. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that match. Look forward to more here in the future. I may slow down a bit on the World of Tank matches. I won't stop. I do enjoy doing them just because they're fun and they're easy to do. But I was looking at some of my statistics tonight on my YouTube channel, and once again, World of Tanks is my least viewed videos. So I may end up trying something else to get more attention to the channel, because I do want those subscribers, even though I don't monetize anything. But I'd like to have lots of viewers, more people to interact with, and generally have fun. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, drop me a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already done so. I will see you all in another World of Tanks video.